It's a little after 5. We just finished up our 30 minutes on the treadmill. Really cranked up the incline this morning and got a good sweat on. I'm not gonna lie, this was not an easy morning to get up. I am quite tired this morning. I don't know why. I feel like I slept pretty good, but I don't know, it was just one of those mornings where staying in bed seemed like a much nicer option, but we didn't do that. We got up, we got it done. So now I'm gonna have my breakfast, which is this smoothie here, oatmeal, peanut butter, protein, blueberries. So we got that, and then I have clients this morning until it's like 10:30, so I will be eating again in that time, which will be chicken rice with some coconut oil, and then pineapple, 75 grams of pineapple with that as well. Yesterday was hamstrings and glutes. Hammies are sore. They were actually like cramping a little bit on the treadmill, so that was fun. Today we have chest, shoulders, and triceps, so that's a fun workout. This workout I do in the afternoon, where usually I train in the mornings every other time. But the way my day is set up, it's easier to train in the afternoon since I have a little bit of a gap from like 2:30 to 5. So I get it in there on Wednesday afternoons, which is today. Today's Wednesday, I don't know if I mentioned that. So that's the game plan today. Gonna go home after my morning clients and cook chicken, I think needs to be cooked, and maybe beef. But actually, no, we're doing steak tonight. Today is steak night because we're both allowed beef. And right now we've got a little bit of a leeway of what that beef is, whether it's ground beef or steak or whatever. So we're doing steak tonight, so I'm excited about that. But anyways, guys, as I said, it is a little after 5, so it's breakfast time. Clients will be in around 6. So we've got time to get the day started, get some breakfast in us, and fire it up. Wednesday. Let's get it.
Hi, boy. Hi, boy. Hi, boy. What's going on, sir? What's going on, sir?
Another one. Gotta go pee. Let's go. Oh, big stretch. There you go. We just got home, so we are making today's interview from private to private, public. Up to the top, publish, save, save. All right, interview with Jacob Berry is now live. Check it out. Okay, we are eating meal number 3 right now. It is 11:25. I just got home from work not long ago. Got that video uploaded, so now we're gonna have a quick snack. So we've got right here 175 grams of rice with 35 grams of avocado and, no, not 6, 5 ounces of chicken. I'm used to saying 6 ounces of chicken because that's what I used to have, but now that I'm on prep, it's only 5 ounces. So 5 ounce chicken, 175 grams of rice, and 35 grams of avocado. So we're home for a couple hours. I gotta be back to work around 2 o'clock. So we're gonna eat again because I am then training from 3 till 4:30-ish. Today's gonna be a pretty good high volume chest, shoulders, and triceps day, which I will get footage of that for you guys. So I'll eat again. Tonight we're having steak. Right now, because it's early in prep, got the steak right there, I'm thawing. Because it's early in prep, I have a little bit of leeway with my red meat, my beef meal, which I have every single day, one beef meal, and usually it's ground beef, but I felt like steak tonight, so we've got the steak out, so we're gonna cook that up for our last meal, and since I'm not having my eggs as my last meal tonight, I'm gonna have to make those before I go back to work, so this will be kind of the bulkier meal, even though it's a couple hours pre-workout. Then we've got the eggs and stuff. I'll have that probably around 1 o'clock. And then go to the gym, have our pre-workout, train a few clients, get the pre-workout in the system, and then fire it up and hit some chest, shoulders, and triceps.
What else do I gotta do? I gotta cook chicken up. I'll show you guys how I make my chicken because it is perfect every single time. No joke, it's always perfect. And I'll show you guys what I do with that. There's nothing fancy, really. I'm making it sound awesome, but you're gonna be like, oh, that's it? That's perfect, so. Anyways, so I'm gonna enjoy my meal, and then we will throw the chicken in the oven and continue on with our day. All right, so we're gonna make our chicken now. We've got just regular old skinless, boneless chicken breast. Walmart is the best deal, I think. It's $11 for one of these packs, and if you look, and it's all weighed out, so you can find the heaviest ones. So this one is 1.117 kilograms. Some of them were like 0.8, 0.9. So if you really look in all the packages, you can find some that are a little bit heavier. Get you the most bang for your buck. So we need a dish. That should work. So we got our dish. We need parchment paper so the chicken does not stick. I'm not good at getting it, as you can see. There we go. So we've got our parchment paper there. Then we're literally just gonna take the chicken, lay it in there, however it fits, like so. And I don't know if there's a reason for it, but I just peel the edges off, always. Just for some reason, I just do it. I think my fear is that in the oven, it's gonna catch on fire somehow, but that's probably irrational. So we have this, now we need some spices. We're gonna go with seasoning salt. Oh no, that's not seasoning salt, just 1 second. There we go. Seasoning salt right there. Hopefully you can see it. We're almost out. That's how much we use it. And then we bought this Montreal chicken. We're going to try that as well. So what I'm going to do is do a few of each. Literally just sprinkle it on like so. And then sprinkle that on like that. So that's it. This is my perfect chicken recipe. Oven is preheated to 400 degrees, and then this goes in for 40 minutes, no longer. As it's already all thawed out, so 40 minutes is perfect. And then they come out, and they're always juicy. They're not dried out. The edges kind of crisp up nicely, being baked in the oven, and that's it. So that's the chicken recipe, guys. The secret: 400 degrees, 40 minutes, some spices, and you're good. Okay, we are just finishing up our eggs, cooking up right here. So 2 ounces of chicken, half a cup of egg whites, 2 whole eggs, and some spinach. So that is meal number, what are we at now? 4 today, meal number 4. And I also packed up what I need for post-workout. So we've got 90 grams of Cheerios. We've got half a banana, I can only have half of this. 150 grams of egg whites. And then 2 scoops of protein and a scoop of creatine. And then this is my pre-workout that I'll sip on before training. All supplements are Blue Star that I use, Blue Star Nutraceuticals. So the creatine is this stuff, just 1 scoop, which is 5 grams. Then the protein is the chocolate Iso Smooth. And then the pre-workout is Blue Star PPK, and I am currently having the grape flavor. I just bought the blue raspberry that I haven't had in a while, so am I the only one that gets excited when you have new flavors? Like, I don't even have to change up the pre-workout, but just getting a new flavor is super exciting. So it is 1:30, so we're gonna eat this, then head back to work, and then we'll get into the main topic of this video, and that is answering the questions of, have I ever taken steroids? Would I ever take steroids? What about SARMS? All that stuff we're gonna talk about here in a minute. All right, let's get into the topic that you guys wanna hear about, and that is steroids. Dun dun dun. So, quickly, let's answer first question, have I ever taken them? No. Second question, would I ever take them? At one point, I could probably answer that question yes, but now I can honestly say no. Let me expand on that a little bit. So when I got into lifting very seriously, I was 16, 17 years old, and then as I got into college, that's when I started taking bodybuilding really seriously, and you know, at that point, social media wasn't as big, so I didn't have the ability to, you know, seek out other natural lifters and see what could be attained naturally. All I saw was all these amazing jacked up physiques in magazines and on TV and stuff like that, and the reality of the situation was all those physiques that I saw and looked up to, they were taking performance enhancing drugs. And you know, me being 19, 20 years old, you know, hadn't fully mentally developed to where I am today, and was impressionable, I guess, for lack of a better term. I thought about it. I really did. Probably through the 2 years I was in college, I considered it. There was a in the same boat that I was, and you know, we kind of were each other's encouragement to maybe give it a shot one day. And I can speak for myself. I can't speak for him, but I can honestly say, guys, that I have never ever taken any kind of steroid, any performance enhancing drug, any kind of SARM, which seems to be all the rage these days. Never anything like that, and I have no desire to do so. I don't judge or have any opinion on people that do take them. What other people want to do, that is their business. I do not concern myself with what other people do to their bodies, what they want to do to their bodies. The biggest thing, the biggest issue, I guess you could say, I have with it is when it comes to competing, in that bodybuilding is the only sport where there is a natural and an open, non-tested side of things, right? You can compete naturally, you can compete on substances, and you have your own division for that. Whereas with any other sport like football or hockey or baseball, it's a mix. There's no natural hockey league, right? And I guarantee you that a lot of the pro athletes in any sport are taking some kind of substance. Unfortunately, that's just the reality of it. But anyways, and with bodybuilding, my biggest issue is that guys that take things and then they compete in a natural competition with the hopes that they do not get tested and they can just fly under the radar, and then, you know, they're beating people who are natural, and it's just not fair. It's not the same game, and people can argue it back and forth. Well, it doesn't help that much. It does help, blah, 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 blah. In my opinion, if you're taking substances, you are in your own league. You are not the same as me. There's different things that go into it. Obviously, it helps with recovery and strength gain and muscle building and like all those other things that I have to, you know, rely on my body and my nutrition and stuff to do so. And don't get me wrong, I'm not taking away from anybody. I know how much work still goes into the gym, still goes into the diet, the cardio, all that kind of stuff. I get it. But there is an advantage. That's just the reality of it. There's just an advantage to taking external substances into your body, whether they're pills or needles or whatever. It's an advantage. And as I said, I don't judge. What you want to do is your business, but just stay in your lane when it comes to competing. If you're going to compete, then compete in the open categories. Don't compete at natural competitions. I don't care if you've come off it a week before and, you know, you're not going to test positive at the day of the show when they test you. It's not, that doesn't matter, right? If you've taken it for a certain amount of time, you know, I'm not going to get into the argument of if you've ever taken it and you've been off for X amount of years or X amount of months, are you natural now? I'm not getting into that, but I just think that if someone's taking stuff into a competition, then they should compete in the non-tested, compete in your own division, and stay that way. So that's just my quick take on it, guys. I get asked about it probably once every few weeks, just some random question about performance-enhancing drugs, so I thought I'd address the topic in general right here, right now. So, no, I've never taken it. I will never take it. I don't care if you do take it. Don't force it upon me, because I won't do it. And just, that's it. Just, and be intelligent. Don't jump into things if you don't know what you're doing. Know where you're anyways, I don't know enough about it. I'm not a doctor. But that's my opinion on the thing, guys. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.